Alrighty, all set for game turn 43, which is the morning of March 4th, 1944. I've reset all my artillery points. I've given myself another airstrike and another naval, which puts me at 2 for airstrike, 3 for naval. I'm probably ready to bring that 3rd Division back in and maybe make a push up the middle. We'll see. One thing I did notice, I had held back at this position. I had taken out the brown here, and then I was going to maybe jump in and maybe try to use the last, get that last replacement Japanese reserve unit to pop up there so that I could not take it in black. I forgot to. That's on me. I'm just gonna leave it as is and see what happens here, and just reserve moving into here until I get rid of that. Now I do have some culling to do. There is only one Japanese elite unit in the elite unit box because just lack of attacking on the last day, and then also the ones that I did attack I was able to surround and get rid of, and some of them were not elite and everything, so I didn't have anything really come in there. I got 2 depth, so basically one of them will go back in my sector 3 reserve and one of them will come out of the game. And then, I think that's the only thing from the last turn where I really needed to explain. So we have an HQ phase. So I have my 3rd Division sitting up there. I'm going to take my 8 points for being up there, which will put them at 34, because they've been there for a full day. And now I have the right to bring them back. Is 34 points enough to get them through? Now, at the beginning of the video here, I stated maybe I'd bring them in to make a push up the middle. The 5th Division is going to need to come off at some point. I mean, they're doing okay. They didn't get hit quite as much. I did take some hits because of the black positions. I was able to disrupt that. I'm going to take 4 hits this turn, and I want to try to only use 3 replacement points this turn to keep it at 12, so I'm not going below 12 and making it so they can't recover. However, I'm not in a position to pull them off. I'm not in a position to start pulling back the 5th Division to save them. I don't want to run into a situation where I'm starting to take catastrophic losses, though. I've been very fortunate for the entire game not to take any catastrophic losses. I'd love to end the game without taking any. I don't know if that's going to be possible. So, what do I do? 3rd Division is only 2 regiments as opposed to 3. So it's not like they're going to be able to do a whole as much as the 5th Division will, but I just don't know. I can always pull some of the 5th off and start taking points back. You know what I mean? Start getting reserve points. But I can't take them off this turn. I didn't set myself up to do that. I've got, everything in this area here is in black field of fire, so they can't be taken off because they're in active field of fire. These guys down here could potentially be taken off, but then I'm leaving some area here. It's garrisoned, but I don't know. I don't know. I suppose I could take some. I mean, they're in full health, so they're going to generate points without having to take hits. Is that good? Should I do that? And maybe put the 3rd division down here to take over that for them, take over this southern push and be able to come up here and help with the black. I could do that. Let me see how many replacement points I need to use. I need to repair these 2 NCOs because they're going to take hits. And I need them not to be dwindled down too much. So that's 2. Now I have 1 more that I can give without going down below the 12. And it seems like, should it be one of these guys? Or should it be, well, those guys haven't taken a hit yet. They're going to this turn. Who's going to take hits? I'm going to take 4 hits. Probably going to be these 4 right here. Possibly I could give it to, well, I'll give it to the heavy weapons here. So only 3 of those guys. So my headquarters here won't take a hit, but they're still going to be disrupted. But hopefully I'll disrupt that. I'll hit that so that, well, and then, well, yeah. So where is the 3rd point that I can and should take? I guess it's going to be here. It'll be my NCO. And then everything else will remain. This guy here is in bad shape, but I'll pull him out. He's actually out of field of fire now, so I could pull him off. Alright, so that's 3 points I've used. It puts me down to 12 in 5th. Yeah, let me pull some of these guys out and then bring 3rd in down below. I think. Let me give give any points to 4th division. These guys have tons of points. They can afford to give points, but I don't think I have anybody that's injured, that's taken a hit. Do I? Doesn't look like it. They're all. None of them look like they have any extra chits underneath them. What about these guys here? No, it's tanks. That's these guys here. Nope, that's tanks too. So yeah, I literally did not take any 4th division hits last turn. So I do not need to expend any points in 4th division. That's fantastic. That's amazing. 5th division, can't say that for. What did I do? Oh, that's a command post. What happened here? This guy was on top of here. I keep flipping things around. Okay. I intentionally left that open. Okay. So, yeah. I guess let's pull some dudes off. Now remember, I had the issue with the rules that there's no guidance if you pull an entire division off as far as where to place them. If you pull other units off, it says you can place them within 3 behind the line, not in field of fire, and within 3 of of another unit within that division. Well, there's no 3rd division units on, so where do they get placed? So I've asked for clarification on that. I've asked for them to come up with a rule for if you take an entire division off, but that doesn't exist right now. So I think I'm going to pull these guys off, start trying to get some points from in the 5th division, and then I'll put 3rd division down here. So let's see who and what I can pull off. Let's see. I can't pull their buddies off. I'm going to take this guy. He'll be alone. He won't generate any points. 128s I can't, because they're in field of fire, and I don't want to pull them out. It's basically these guys. So I got 328s can come, and they'll give me a point. 227s can come, and so I'm only going to be getting 2 points every day by doing that. But it's something. Now the heavy weapons and the engineer, they're not going to do me much good out here, but there's no reason to pull them off because they're not going to give me any points. So I guess I'll leave them there, and they can start working their way back up here towards the people they're supposed to be with. I mean, this 28 down here, you know what, I'm going to pull him off just because there's no way that I can get him in command to bring him up there. So he'll come off. Everybody else is out here in a field of fire. So that's it. I can just take the 2 off. Oh, stop, Mike. I can just take the 2 off. And then the miscellaneous, nobody else can come off because they're all in field of fire. Well, it's something. It's a start. It's a start. So I'll take these. I'll put them up in my 5th Division box. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to repair that C-127 until next round. So basically that's just all it's going to do. I'm going to get the 2 points to repair 127. Yeah. Alright, so let's bring 3rd Division back in. First of all, I'm going to move the command posts up 1 on the command range, and I'm going to take my command range points, or command range things for the 3rd Division. I'm going to put them on the track. Alright, so I've got tanks. Got lots of tanks. I got lots of engineers. I got a couple of heavy weapons guys, and then I got to figure out where my infantry is going to go. So let's move them all down here just so they're easily accessible. And then we'll figure it out. All right. I can't put them in field of fire, but I can put them. I mean, I'm just saying I can put them wherever I have control, and there's no field of fire. So basically from here back, I couldn't put them where this engineer is, but I can put them in here. And I think that's probably where I want to drop them. Yeah. Let's go here and here. Here and here. I'm actually going to flip these up, keep my headquarters back. And then here and here for the 9th Division. And then the 21st Division, where are you guys going? I mean, I guess here. That's rocky. I don't know that I like putting them there. But we'll do it here. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just move everybody down one. And then we'll get a nice wall going. How's that sound? And it's gonna be raining here soon. And then I don't know that I need them here, although I may need to, I don't know, I may need the room to start moving these guys out. I don't know. You know what, let's just put them here. Hope for the best. Heavy weapons. Let's see, this is the 21st. We'll put them there. Put them here. They're on a road. Put some engineers with them, just because I don't need both engineers with them. I want my tanks on the roads, so I'm going to throw these tanks under here. I'm going to throw these tanks under here, and then shoot, where else do I put tanks? I guess I put them under here. I want them on the road so they can travel, right? Alright, and then I don't know, put an engineer with these guys. Put an engineer up here with these guys. Sure, why not? And then headquarters. Let's see, I got 9th down here. So we'll put my headquarters right there. Out of field of fire, but close enough to be commanding room. And I'll put my 21st right here. Whoa. Alright, so 3rd Division's back in. Where'd this guy go? Okay. 3rd Division's in. Hopefully that was a good decision. Alright, I don't think I have any other garrisons. I moved my regimental HQs. I expended my replacement points. I moved units off. I transferred units on. There we go. I think that's it for HQ phase, right? I don't have any garrisons to place. I don't know. I guess I took this and didn't have anybody there. Did I have anybody in there? I guess I didn't. Or if I did, I removed them, which was not smart. I don't know. Crap. I've got this open position here. I don't know what's going on with it. Alright. Well, I gotta stop right now anyway. So I will look back at the other video and I will see. And once again, stepped away for a little bit, turned into a lot bit. So it's been a while. I couldn't remember what I was doing. Looked back at the video and I was trying to figure out what the heck I did here and why I left that open. I don't think it's going to be a big deal because there's no units left in Division 3 or Sector 3, so nothing's going to populate this anyway, so I'll just move into it. That's okay. I'll let it be. But I did realize, oh my gosh, I'm 17 minutes into the video, and I've just done the HQ phase. So here we go, event phase. Where are we? 3. Okay, Japanese reinforcements. Well, there we go. That's the last dude in the 4th sector, because we have none in the 3rd sector. So it is add a Japanese unit to the nearest vacant position adjacent to a U.S. unit. Adjacent to. There's that word again. There's that phrase again. Oh my gosh. Well, no, there's none in Sector 3, so it's all Sector 4. So it's going to be this one that I took that I did not move into. It's okay. I'll just have to take it again. It's not a big deal. But that's it. Sector 4 reserves are now depleted. So that means now I can close in on black, because it's morning, and so it'll take a full day to cycle through and do the culling of the eliminated units. So I can move on this without it populating. So it's time. Alright. Fire phase. We've got red armor. Ooh, this looks like a bad one. Black A, assault and all that, and then blue reinforcement. Well, the R isn't going to be a big deal because there's no more units, but it doesn't look fun. Alright, so first the tank, the red. So this red guy gets undisrupted here. And that's it. That's the only red. So no tanks. Alright, so black A. Fire, and if no artillery symbol, assault and counterattack. Ooh. Well, here's the deal. This one has artillery, so they won't assault. This one does not, but it's disrupted, so it just becomes undisrupted. This one is a fort with no unit, so there's no unit to assault with, so the assault doesn't happen. This guy's black, but he's more than 3 away. So this one's going to do artillery, which is fire plus artillery. Crap. So he's going to hit more than 3. I don't like that at all. And this one's just going to fire because it's got no artillery. It would normally assault, but it can't assault. So, okay. So, fire on 3 things. First one will be that guy. Let me get my step losses and my disruption markers. So this guy will get hit and disrupted. What color are we on? There's a green disruption, so we're on yellow. So that's hit number 1. Number 2 and number 3 are going to be... Where are these guys? Oh, these guys are disrupted because they attacked that. Okay. So this is going to be number 2 and number 3, which I knew was going to happen. And then with the NCO, he'll undisrupt them. So that's the 3 normal hits. Now it's artillery. So it's an additional pop on somebody. Let's see. Artillery, occupy position with artillery symbol. If there's a U.S. unit In the position's intense field of fire, draw one card. The artillery fire symbol is present. Inflict one step loss on one U.S. unit in the position's intense field of fire. That would be the greatest number of steps. Okay, so basically there's only 5 cards in here that don't have the artillery symbol, so I would get extremely lucky if it doesn't, and it does. So one of my guys get hit. However, it says the one with the most steps, so it doesn't have to be the guys that are close. It can be somebody else. Yeah, maybe this guy. Well, no, because I think I might want a close combat with this guy. So these guys are an intense field of fire. Let me hit one of these guys. I don't know if artillery disrupts them though. Let me double check that. Does artillery disrupt? Because it doesn't normally. I take the disruptions instead of the hits because I can. But I don't know if this action disrupts. Flick the step loss. Yeah, it doesn't say to disrupt. So he takes a hit and he's not disrupted. Alright, so that's the A action there. Oh, wait, it was if there's a purple. Shoot, well, there is a purple. It's if there's a purple position that could take the action, though. And there's not. Okay, so back up. This guy doesn't take a hit because it's just going to be standard fire for black because there's not a purple position that can take the action within 2. So it's just regular hits, which I already did, and then this guy's going to fire and he'll hit one of these guys. He'll hit this guy. So there's where the step loss goes, and they remain disrupted. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so there's black actions. I did red, purple. This guy here will assault. That sucks because he's going to assault this guy and he's only going to get, he'll get 2 cards. So assault. Japanese occupied position as U.S. units in intense field of fire. Is it intense? Not that one. That one. No, it's not intense. That's steady field of fire. So it's not intense. If a Japanese occupied position has no units in field of fire, move the Japanese unit and depth marker to a position hex no more than 3 hexes away from its current position. And closer to, well, it's already there. If more than one, okay, well, what if it's, if it's not intense field of fire, what does it do? Because it says, it says if a Japanese occupied position has U.S. units in its intense field of fire, move the Japanese unit and its depth marker, if any, from the position into a hex occupied by those units, then conduct close combat. Doesn't say anything if it's in steady field of fire. So I think it's just it ends up reverting to just a regular fire action. Yeah, so it's just a regular fire action, which he's in steady. He doesn't have and he's a star, so he can't get hit. This guy could, so I would still check here for the triangle symbol, which that's a circle. Is there anything? There's nothing else in its field of fire, so this purple doesn't hit. All right, and then blue. Blue is going to be resupply, so place a depth marker and fire. That blue position will definitely do that. This one up here, resupply and fire. It's a regular depth. That sucks because I just moved these guys over here. Do I have a triangle under there? No, I do not. Alright, so it fired, but it didn't do anything because it's only steady field of fire around it, and it missed me. Okay. So then we have redeploy, which is move if it's occupied and no units are in its field of fire. Is that this guy? Oh, great. So guess what? This position, I was like, I'll just move into it. Well, I'm not going to move into it now because this guy's going to move over here and he's going to fire. But this is the only one in field of fire and it's not a triangle. So that's it. Alright. And then reinforce is place a reserve unit with a depth marker, and we have nothing else in reserve, so the other blues, regardless of how close they aren't going to get anything. Okay, so that's Japanese fire phase. That's alright. Okay, second event phase. Command post hit. Oh, great, and I have moved those command posts in close. Actually, that might be... No. I don't know what that is. Disrupt one U.S. battalion headquarters nearest to a Japanese position. 2 or more are equal distance from a Japanese position. Choose the one closest to a black position. Alright. So I got to find a battalion headquarters and disrupt them. This does not have battalion headquarters. This one does. This is going to be closest to the black position, so he gets disrupted. So they're not going to go under that. They're going to get their own disruption marker of a different color. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and remove this disruption right now. Actually, wait, no. It is this color because this guy just took a hit. So never mind. I'm just taking this guy and I'm putting him underneath that disruption. Okay. Alright, perfect. Alright, so that's the second event. Now it's on the U.S. action phase. The very first thing that is going to happen is some naval barrage. Alright. So if I naval barrage these guys, it's going to decrease their effectiveness, but that's okay. I mean, could be better, but I want to use as much barrage as I can on these guys. So it's a 6 strength. Oh wait, one of them is, no, neither of them are hilltops. That's right. That's right, neither of them are hilltops. So the only way it's going to go get take a shift is if it's a hilltop fortification. So I don't have to worry about shifting. So we're going to naval barrage this dude. So I want to see, let's establish a color for the black. It's going to be brown. I want to see what? I want to see a brown triangle. All right, well, I got a brown circle. So fire color only. It will disrupt them all. It will destroy artillery, which it doesn't have, and it will give me a possible fortification hit. So, first of all, disruption. Second of all, let's see if I get a fortification hit. In the landing symbol, I want to see a yellow, a blue, or a brown. I got a blue. Sweet. Okay. So, that means this fort here is toast, and we pull a class 3. There's a class 3. All right. Comes in revealed though. Oh, okay. Well, these guys couldn't attack it. That's okay. I don't need them to right now. Okay, so that is a naval barrage. I'm gonna use another point of naval, and I'm gonna barrage that one. I think. Yeah, let's do it. That'll bring me down to 1 point of naval. But I think it's worth it to get rid of these. Alright, so once again, I want to see a brown triangle. Look at that, I got a brown triangle. Sweet. Oh, and that's the, dang it. I couldn't have done this on the second one, because there's no units there. I can't, this would get rid of depth, because I got the color and the symbol. It would get rid of a depth marker, but the depth marker does not exist there. So all it does is give me a possible fortification hit, which again, I want to see yellow, green, or brown. I got green, so that's a fort reduction. And there is a 3. This has got 2 sides on it. Alright, so that is a 3, and he is disrupted. Okay, good deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and barrage this guy with these tanks and try to get rid of that fort altogether, shall we? Alright, so the top tank is a triangle. So I want to see a brown triangle on my 8 strength barrage. I got a triangle but no brown, which is okay because all I really need is the potential fortification reduction. So I want a yellow, a purple, or a blue. I got a green, so that didn't happen. So that was wasted, but that's okay. Had to try it. Alright, so those tanks are used. I'm going to keep the units with them, so I can just sit on them. I got these tanks over here. I need to disrupt this guy though. Alright, so that might be the best I can do there now. Yeah, because the third group of tanks is where? Now these are all. Oh, that's 5th division there. There they are. They're right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, I can use these guys. Well, I can use these guys to try to barrage that. Okay. Well, let's barrage this guy. Try to get a red and or a circle. I got neither, so I'll barrage with the guy below him, which is a diamond. So I want a red and or diamond, and I got neither. So crap. So that means I have to use these tanks to barrage that guy. I could use artillery points. Yeah, let's use 3 points of artillery because I'd like to keep these tanks double strength to try to just take that out altogether and not worry about them. So let me use 3 points of 5th Division artillery. So I need to get a a red or a diamond. And I got neither. Holy crap. I gotta mark off my artillery. 1, 2, 3. What do I do now? Do I use the tanks? Let's use core artillery. I gotta hit. I mean, I can't be 4 in a row. Red or a diamond. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That is the worst. Alright, because I mean I could just close combat him, but if I don't disrupt him, it's gonna take 2 hits to get rid of him. I don't want that. So I gotta use the tanks. He's disrupted. I can't get rid of that now. I'll have to wait till next turn. So I'm gonna use one of the tanks to barrage him. Top guy's a triangle, so I need a red triangle. There we go. I got a red triangle. Alright. Yeah. That's all I needed to do was disrupt them. All the extra stuff, the artillery and whatnot. Oh, that's my disruption. I don't want that. I want Japanese disruption. Okay. So, got my barraging done. A 4 strength barrage. I suppose I can go ahead and use them because a 4 strength barrage, if I get the color and the symbol, I have a potential. It's worth a shot because I'm not going to use them to do anything else. So let's go ahead and use that last tank to try to hit that black position. It's a circle. My blacks are brown, so I want a brown circle. If I don't get a brown and a circle, then this barrage does nothing. I got a brown and a circle. Sweet. Well, all those misses on the reds, I guess were there so that I could get this. So that means I got a potential artillery hit there. I need a red, a purple, or a brown. I got a brown. Okay. So that's it. That fort is destroyed. And that black position is empty. That's a good thing. Alright. I won't be able to move on it. But what I can do, notice, I control these now. So anything I hit in there is not going to get away. Do I control with disrupted units? I can't remember. I think I do. Once again, time to consult the rules. Quick. Yeah. Control. U.S. unit, either following controls the 6 adjacent hexes around it, even if disrupted. Alright, so even if disrupted. That means these guys who are disrupted, who have more than 6 steps. Oh, no, they don't. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. I didn't realize that was a headquarters. So, it's either a full strength 4-step unit or a stack of 2 that equals 6 strength or more. Right? So what I saw, 6 strength. 2 infantry battalion or engineer units stacked together in any combination. Oh, and possessing 3 or more total step. Okay. That's 6 was the 6 adjacent steps. That's the 6 I saw. So these guys control this. These guys control this. Those black guys are going nowhere. All of these guys, if I can kill that, he's gone. If I kill these guys, they're gone. Because I'm surrounding his butt. So that's great. So that black position is now out of communication for the purposes of the game. So that means there's 1, 2, 3 more black positions for communication purposes. Once I take out 2 of them, then nothing's in communication anymore. Because they have to be in communication with a black position that's in communication with another black position. And once I'm down to 1 black position, then nothing's in communication anymore and everything will go off the board. So it's probably going to be a very good idea to try to take this one out. And this one's going to be easy. It's got a fortification, but it's got simple field of fire. And so if I can roll up here, take that, and take that, this one should be everything else should be easy coming around, and I can basically just close in and finish up on hill 632 as I just take everything else. And I should have enough turns to do that. No more assaulting on the black. Actually, I will be assaulting on the black because I will be hitting that with my NCO. Okay, so I want to close combat this. I want to take this and hit that. I might as well go ahead and try to take that cave out finally. I got to relook at caves and figure out. I think I need to close combat it. Alright, we're in business. Alright, I gotta hope that this fort here doesn't block this position off. At the very least, I will reveal it, and then they'll get disrupted. Do the NCOs, can they only take the disruption off once per round, once per turn? I don't know. Alright, so that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm gonna go ahead and attack that position so I can reveal it, and then I can start bombarding it. So here we go. Reveal the fort. Yep, it's a class 1 on top. I'm blocked off there. So I think that's where it ends. I don't think I reveal the unit underneath. It's just boom, these guys get disrupted. Attack is over. So they'll get disrupted, but they can take off the disruption at the beginning of the next turn. I'll have to look at that and see if it's once per turn or at any time, because that'll play into when that disruption comes off of those guys. Okay, so boom, now that's ready to be bombarded. Next turn, I have now revealed all the black positions, and that's the ultimate goal here. These guys are used. My tanks here are used, which they were uncovered, but they're in control of a command post somewhere underneath here, I think. I'm not going to worry about it. They did it. Alright, these guys, these tanks down here were used. The units were not, but I want to keep the units on top of them. Alright, so this guy here, this guy, well, no, these guys are not in field of fire, so they can't try to hit him. So I just need to move them in. You'll move here. Yeah, sure, we'll move the tanks as well. I don't like it per se. No, I'm going to leave the tanks back with the HQs. You guys will move. Oh, they've got tanks on them, so yeah, I'm going to risk it and hope that I don't draw a yellow armor next turn. Okay, one at a time. Just one hex moving over. Some of these can move, like these guys can't move more than one hex because they're in forest and they're not on roads and whatever. These guys technically on the beach could, but I really have no reason to shoot them out in front, so I'm not going to. Alright, more tanks. Yeah, I should bring these along the road. So maybe I need, no, maybe I won't, well, maybe I won't bring them along the road. Maybe I'll bring them along this way. No, because they're still going to hit forests and stuff and they won't be able to move. So I got to bring them along the road. So unfortunately I'm splitting these guys up a little bit, but they can still command them. Alright, my 9s. Why did I put them here? These guys should have been here right behind their They're 9s. So they will have been here. I'm going to say that they were here, because that way they can follow their headquarters. These guys will move up into here. Alright. These guys and their engineer will move here. And these guys will move here. Alright, so 3rd Division's on the move. 5th Division's taking care of these guys. So what else do I need to do here? I need to probably assault this cave. I need to pause for a minute and look at how to do that. But I want to close combat this joker. So let's see, these guys, I don't have an HQ. Well, I got a heavy weapon here that'll give me flamethrower plus 1 extra. So maybe I'll leave my inspired dude here. That'll be 1 card short of 5. I'll bring this guy in too, and then they'll be overstacked. That'll give me 9. This guy's got a 1-step loss, so 10, 11, 12. That'll give me the full 4 cards plus the flamethrower will give me 5 cards. That's what I want. Alright, so they'll close combat this guy. If I bring him in from 2 positions, I'm supposed to wait until the end of the turn, so I'm going to do that. These guys, who's their commander? 226. Where is that? That's 126. That's 126. Where is 226? Where's your leader? 326 is up here. I don't have a headquarters with these guys. Oh, did I take them off? No, I didn't. That's a 226. These guys are 128. So where's my 226 leader? What the heck? They're split up. I got 226, heavy weapons 26. I don't know what I did with the... I don't know what I did with the 226. Is he over here? Whoa. I don't know what I did with the 226 headquarters. You know? These guys will lose their disruption. It's 228. That's 228. Crap. This is annoying. Oh, right here? Yeah, there he is. Right there. Why did I put him there? Oh well. He's 3 away from these guys. I'm going to move these guys into the red position here. You know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and move them on top of the tanks where they're supposed to be to control tanks. And then they will be able to do that. I got to remember that their guy is here. We're all over the place here. Okay, so we're going to close combat that. We've got to hit the depth, the cave. Let me look up caves real quick. It's just close combat, but I have to draw infiltration fire. So, who do I close combat this guy with? That would be 12, well, maybe 8, 9, 10, and a flamethrower. So yeah, probably that stack there. That'll give me 3, that'll give me 4 cards as long as I don't take a hit. So I have to establish color, which is green, and then I gotta hope I don't, well, I pull the green. Alright, so I take I take an infiltration fire. Does that, Once one is on, though, yeah, so one of them will get hit, and the other ones can still jump on. But that'll only give me 3 cards, because he'll take a hit. Top guy will take a hit. Let me get a step marker. All this, I got, since they're over here on this side of the board, I keep walking around the other side of the camera, and it's just more time. Alright, so that guy takes a hit, these guys jump in, and I'll take 3 cards to his whatever. He's 1, but he's a close combat. Great, so he'll get 2 cards, but he'll be revealed. So there's that. I just hope I don't take too many hits. Alright, so let's come down here on our close combat battlefield. I already established that his color is green, so that's what we don't want to see from him, but we do want to see from me. So I get 3 cards, he's going to get 2. I don't like this. What happens if I barrage him? I mean, I can't barrage him until he's revealed, but it said something about barraging. I guess it would just be to disrupt him. Whenever you barrage a cave, draw 2 cards so you can establish the color. So, yeah, if this goes south and it doesn't work, and he just remains revealed here, then I can barrage him to disrupt him. So, if I can get 1 hit on him, though, he's just disrupted, and he'll never become undisrupted because his color won't come up, because he doesn't have a color. Alright, so what did I say? It's green, so I don't want to see a green here. And there's a green. Alright, so I take a hit, I lose a card. At least it's not a reinforce or anything stupid like that, which I guess that wouldn't matter here. Alright, hit, disruption. And so I gotta hope both of these are green and that one isn't green. No green, CC reinforce, which he can't. There's no reinforce because he's already a reinforce. He does get an extra card though. That's what happens. Yay. Okay, so no greens. Alright, a reinforce. So that means he gets another card. Holy crap. Ugh. Alright, well I got a green. I disrupt him. That's the best I can do. And he's got 2 cards left. I gotta hope that I don't get a green. No green, got a green. Alright, so he got hit twice. And then they back out. But the bright side of that, I guess, is that he's revealed and disrupted. But I took 3 hits to do that. Eesh. Because I'm going to have to close combat him again. This stack is messed up and it bugs me. Oh, that's my tanks that I made crooked on purpose. Alright, well, that was not too effective. I guess I had to do it eventually. And it just sucks that it was a CC. I gave him 2 cards as opposed to 1. Because next time I close combat him, he's going to get 2 cards also. Anyway. Alright, so that's going to take a close combat. What else am I doing with these units? I guess moving right along. These guys here, let's do this. I want to get those guys over here so they can close combat next turn with the... So I'll move these guys here. I'm going to leave the tanks here because they've already gone. I'm going to take these guys and move them... wait. That's 327. Where are the rest of my 327s? They're here. Okay, so that's okay. These guys are with those guys and that's fine. I got 127s. These are 4th Division guys. moving through. So these guys have got to stay with the tanks. So unfortunately my 4th Division guys are gonna get stuck a little bit. They're gonna have to start moving down and around. Alright, these guys will move into this black position, or this purple position. These guys are gonna come around here and move into that purple position. I don't know where the rest of my 128s are. Why don't I know this? Arg. I hate my people getting separated. 226. There we go. 128, 128. Okay. So they're right there. So maybe instead I should move these guys here. I hate to leave that purple open in case I get an infiltration. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and move these guys up into here just to occupy it. And then they'll swing back down around. Okay, same thing here. I don't particularly like leaving this red position open, but I jumped everybody in here to close combat that. So that's a chance I'm going to have to take. I don't even know if red is one, because I looked through the deck one time and there's 3 eye actions in the entire deck. Can't remember if red is one of them, but it's a chance I'm taking. Okay, so these guys here, is there anything I need them to do? I think I just need them to hold the line. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I guess, well, if they move from here to here, no, it's 1 hex movement, so it should be okay. Infiltration, this guy's disrupted. So I think it should be okay to move them from here to here, but does that do me any good? No, it separates them from their gang over here. Although the NCOs, I suppose I can continue to move along. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. And then let's do this. Just to do it. Alright, I still control all of that. So no tracing. That's all technically, well, no, it's not garrison. This one would be, this one should be garrisoned. But this one can't because it's black. So that one, I'm going to throw a garrison marker there just because it should have one. And the artillery is destroyed from a while ago. Okay. That should be it down there. So let's come up here and see what we got. Alright, first things first. Gotta hit this guy. He's a lone dude, so I should be able to get triple strength just from this guy here. I don't have flanking no matter what I do. Obviously close combat I wouldn't have. So as long as it doesn't have flanking or close combat requirement, this guy should be dead. But I can't remember which guy this is the guy that, oh, this was my last reserve, so this is going to be an elite. But I should have the 16 here to do it. I don't have a flamethrower though. So flamethrower would be another one I don't have. So if I took these guys here, let's do this. Let's just, well, if I attack with those two, these guys are stuck and they're not moving on. I need to be moving. So it was one of the things I asked for clarification on too, I believe, is that HQs have flamethrowers. When you look at the chart, it shows the weapons chart. It shows that HQs have flamethrowers. It doesn't say anything about HQs at range 2. It says what a regular infantry has at range 2, but it doesn't say that. It just says HQs have flamethrower. So I go with that and say, all right, well, I'm attacking. I mean, the chart says it's got flamethrower, mortar, and radio, no matter what. So it's got to have flamethrower. I guess it's got flamethrower at range 2. I don't know. It's weird. But I think it's something that needs to be addressed. They need to give, I think that when an HQ unit is 2 away, it should lose the flamethrower. It should just have mortar and radio. But I don't know. Alright, I'm just going to attack with this. And hope that I don't have any of those. Yeah, it's got close combat anyway. So I have it tripled, but I don't have the... I'm at 2 to 1 now because I don't have one of the weapons. So at 2 to 1 when it's alone, it's just disrupted. So that's okay. I don't like to have the close combat. Alright, so those guys, so that means with them disrupted, well, if I move here, that's intense field of fire for black. Remember, I don't want this black to populate. So I have to hit this black before I cull in the morning. So I got to move on him. So hang on a sec. I've done that with this. Let me see what else I can do over here, and then we'll figure out how I move on these guys. All right. So I gotta hit this guy. He's in, what is that? Is that rocky terrain? Is that forest? I can't tell. I guess that's forest. So that means I gotta get 18 on him to get a full 3 to 1 if it's a 3 strength. So I got 9 from here plus 11 from here. Well, 11 halves, so that's 6. So that's 15. What did I say I needed? I need 18. Alright, let's give it 3 points of artillery too. 3 points of 4th Division artillery brings my point total up to 18. Let me move my 4th artillery move points over. So that's 18 points hitting this guy. Needs a radio and mortar, which we have. And so he's got the weapons. He's more than tripled. I'm 3 to 1. So Japanese unit eliminated. He is not an elite. So he just goes away. Okay. So I got that unit there. It's one less I gotta worry about. So now I got this double strength dude. Alright, I got my officer here. How much do I have underneath him? I got a full 11. These guys are going to be doubled. What I got to hope for with that, again, is going to be 3 to 1. And I have the weapons, because then I can eliminate the depth and disrupt the unit. So I need at least 18 again going in here. So that is 11 plus half of that. That'd be 15. And then I could use another 3 points of artillery. Or I could use these guys, but I think I want to bring them along. I might want to bring this guy into here. So let me just use these. Let me just use these two over here. They're together. They're with this officer. So, right? These are 325s. No, these are 225s. Where's the 325s? Right here. Yeah, let me go ahead and use this guy, and I'll use 3 points of artillery. So that's 18. There we go. Bazooka machine gun, which I have. That is tripled, and that eliminates the depth, which he can trace, and then it is disrupted. Okay, so that is this and this, and this video is getting long, so let me just go ahead and move these along as I said I would, The 325s. Oh, those are 325s, so hang on. Let me move over these guys here. So let me get the 325s. Oh, they got tanks. So, oh, but that's the road. Okay, that's good. The road is actually in this hex here, so they move along the road, and that's just fine. And actually, I'm on a road, so I could, well, no, because the road goes through this, so I can't move through that. Alright, so, yeah, yeah, these guys will move here, and these guys are just going to stay there. Okay, so down here now, these guys I definitely want to move closer to their commanding officer. I can move one of these guys over to here. So I'll move that guy there. I'll move my HQ there. They're starting to split up a little bit, but they're at least all still together. I can't get into there. That's okay, I guess. These guys will move into here because I'm now in the field of fire, but there are no units to populate this, and that is what I wanted. Alright, so this is 324. So there's his friend. Let's see, I got my 124s there. These are 323s, which are these guys. And then we'll move the tanks along the road here. These are 124s, which is the same as these disrupted guys, who will lose their disruption and stay there. Okay, now let's move this guy over here. That's one. They're in intense field of fire, so they'll take that fire. I could go ahead and try to move them a second time just to do it. Take infiltration fire, or take muff fire. Yeah, let's do it, and then I'll move these guys along behind them. Let's do it, and then I can reveal that fort. So let's see, the fort fire color is going to be brown, and I got a brown, so they take muff. So they'll go. That means they'll get hit now. Shoot. Alright, well, that was maybe not smart. I should have just left them there. Oops. So he takes muff. Where was I? Oh, over here. Gets hit. I can't remember on muff. Did they get disrupted? Shoot. I'm going to pause because I'm running out of room and I don't want to waste too much tape space. And nobody saw that. I don't know for how freaking long. I am so sorry. I left the close combat camera on. So crap. I'm such a horrible filmmaker. I apologize. If anyone's stuck with this video, probably not. You probably skipped ahead. Anyway, I came in on this black position here with this group. I took my fire here. It is resolved the same as regular fire, so they do get disrupted. So unfortunately I don't get close to this. I could move these guys one more because it's not intense to intense. So yeah, let's do that. Because muff only happens when you go to from intense to intense, right? No, they'll still take fire. So it was what color? Brown. Brown. Yeah. Crap. Why am I doing this? So they'll take a hit. They'll take a hit and get disrupted. These guys should be okay to come in. Alright, because they'll take it, I don't know. Do I do it for each unit? Or just a stack and then one guy takes a hit and the other guy can go? I don't even know. It's getting late. Alright, so that should be everything I can and will need to do up here. Again, you know, I messed up on the video. There's really no taking it back because I don't know what I did. So there were, what, 5-10 minutes that nothing, that you didn't see any of this, so I apologize. But there we are. Last thing I had to do is close combat this thing here. So let's move the close combat camera back where it was. I should just like maybe do close combat out there so that I'm not messing with the camera. I don't know. Okay, so what did I have here? I get the 5 cards because the Inspired doesn't get an extra card, but the Flamethrower here does. I got 8 points here. 1 for that gives me 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 5 cards for me. That's going to be 3 cards for them because 1 for the unit, 1 for the CC, and 1 because it's at 4 strength. Alright, so I don't want to see red on this first hit here. And I definitely do not want to see that stupid reinforce. Good. No red, no reinforce. Alright, I'm in business. I just need 1 hit. And that's it. Come on, red. No, crap. Alright. Red, CC withdraw. US withdrawal, I'm not withdrawing. So, one of these guys takes a hit. And we'll be disrupted. I lose a card. I gotta get a red. I got it. Okay. He gone. Whew. Okay, I was getting worried that this was going to be a disaster. They are out of communication because I've cut it off and they can't communicate with the black that is in communication. So that guy will not be seen again. Good deal. Alright, well, that worked out. Now I got an overstack situation. So, this is my Inspired guy. We'll overstack this guy. We'll disrupt that guy for being overstacked. These two will be on top of them. So, back up here. They go there, and that's the end of my actions. Let's see if I can get through the artillery and the raid very quickly. So artillery, we're down to 3 and 8, right? Because I didn't destroy anything that has artillery. Did I? No. Actually, no. Nope. I didn't take anything with artillery, so it's still 6 points over here, divided by 10. So I got 1 unit that's going to get hit there. I'll disrupt somebody, and then over here it's going to be 5 points, 8. So somebody gets disrupted over there as well. I'm in good position, so I'm not going to take any raids. So let's see where I am. I got 3 minutes left. Okay, so I got to figure out who I'm disrupting to take the hits from the artillery. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Well, let's go ahead and disrupt these guys here. Just they're on the front line and they're moving, but they don't have to move. Or actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and disrupt the heavy weapons there. All right. So that's my sector 3. And then in sector 4, who do I disrupt in sector 4? I could do these guys, but 225s are split up a little bit. I don't know that I want to do that. Let's take these guys out right here, and then the headquarters will just move back into here next turn, and I'll go from there. Okay. Alright, so that's it. That was a long one, but I'm done. See you next turn.